Lithium2300.
What is up, YouTube? Uncle40 here. We are here with
Lithium2300. Hello.
You are a long-time standing legend in the community, good sir. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Yeah, it's a little bit relaxing and waiting on a ban list, I guess. Not sure if we would expect one, but yeah, who knows?
You know, on a nice weekend, that would be a very nice thing, right?
Yeah, let's say if Konami decides to drop one, you can, like immediately start testing because you have the free time to test if it's a weekend.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
So, Lithium, tell me, what are you expecting to be the best deck post the next upcoming ban list? I'm gonna hit you with a hard one here.
Post the ban list. So let's say Konami does nothing, I guess. I mean, we had some extravaganzas like last week and a couple of weekends ago, but like you're doing your deck profiles as well, and you're seeing like so many decks. So I don't think we
so many virtual world.
Yeah, exactly, virtual world, Tritron. I mean, if we like today would have like a YCS, I think we can expect that, let's say, a top 32 would consist of multiple or only multiple like virtual world Tritron, maybe a couple of like sneaked index. But like if I would target something that Konami would hit, then it would probably be for something like those decks, virtual world Tritron. But I don't see.
We go with the standards. We kill True King of All Calamities. We do something to Ben 10. We check Eldritch. So where do you think the format goes? Do you think those three decks still remain, and then Rogue gets a higher chance of playing around at the dinner table?
That's a good question. Depends, right? I mean, let's say if Tritron is getting hit with Ben 10, I mean maybe to like 2, maybe 1. If they're going to do that, they are still getting their exceed, right?
Yep, but that's in June.
Yeah, it's a long. Is it June? Really? Yeah, that long?
Yeah, okay. Lightning got pushed back. Well, at least for America. I don't know if Europe got it.
Okay. But yeah, okay, that increases like the consistency. Well, basically it's the same like a Union carrier, but I mean, without ban 10, let's say if they do like hit, let's just say they ban ban 10, which is not going to happen. I'm not sure if Tritron is still like top tier level. Yeah, it will still be playable. I mean, I could be wrong, obviously, but it's I mean, it's same what happened with Emancipator, right? It got like only like the Block Dragon, right? And now, okay, it's popping up again. It could be like that. And who knows for Virtual World? I mean, their power card is True King of All Calamities. They might limit that one. I mean, if I would say one card that would get hit in some way or form, then it would be True King, maybe to 1. Banned would be ideal.
That would be that.
I don't see them banning it just yet.
Interesting take on that.
I could be wrong, right? We don't know.
Yeah, it is interesting to see the value in that, though, from person to person, though. So, with the upcoming release of Ghost from the Past, we're going to see Dragon Link finally get the Dragoonity stuff. Are you excited to kind of see where that deck's going to kind of start to see place in the metagame? If of course, if LP doesn't get banned, because everybody's wanted that card gone.
Yeah. It's I mean, if you look at the OCG, yeah, the format's of course much different with like let's say Maxi, of course, but I'm not a Dragon Link player, far from. It is go combo, go ham, but
combo, go home.
Yeah, it's like, let's say, and that's the thing is that we're like saying that they should ban LP like for how long now? Years, 2 years, and it's still there. And yeah, like last week or 2 weeks ago, the LCS where Dragon Link also
finally
won.
came back.
But the thing is that like the high caliber players not sure. I mean, if let's say if this like is again a real format, real YCSs, real regionals, would we actually see Dragon Link or the best players picking Dragon Link, or would they go to like Drytron or Virtual World or whatever?
You know that That is very interesting when you look at it, because like you look at the LCS, you see Dragon Link and you saw Zodiac Eldritch Return, but before that, like you look at the Extravaganza, literally the week before that, there was no Zodiac Eldritch at all. So
That's the thing.
the caliber shift even between regions in Europe, like some of these decks, like was it Germany had water in top cut. All right, like
That's the thing, eh? It's because you have so many local level tournaments, I guess, like sometimes big local tournaments. It's people who kind of maybe want to try out or test out the waters, or maybe don't want to go, like I'm going to play like Virtual World or whatever, or Tritron in like a 12 round, 13 round ICS.
oh god, yeah, consistency is gonna hurt you.
And they maybe pick something different, something fun, maybe like from the top of my head, PK rank 3 dinosaurs. Not sure if if some people don't like those decks, but I mean, you know what I mean. Not like going from the mindset, I don't want to play like top tier Virtual World Tritron. So yeah, Dragon Link,
Eldritch, I guess.
I don't know. It's a deck that it has been in format for a long time, and maybe people are fed up of playing with it and prefer the newer decks. That could be. But I mean, if like the good players think it's actually the best deck, they'll just go for it, right?
That is true. All right. So between like everything coming out past Lightning Overdrive, including Lightning Overdrive, you got Abyss and the new Demi-Cord archetype. What are you personally looking forward to messing around with the most out of everything?
That's a good question. There is like obviously the new Monarch card, like the Pendulum monster. That's like an upstart. Forgot its name. It's
your draw power.
Yeah, it's like drop, but it's like a pendulum. You activate in your scale. You can like upstart, draw one, and then immediately special summon it from your scale. It's basically a red layer and an upstart all in one. But it does conflict a bit with Stormfort, so that's a cool card. Something I definitely want to try out. Ignister maybe from Leof. But I'm looking at the OCG as well, and they are doing decent because it's actually a good deck. I mean, it has so many starter cards, one card like full combo plays, but it has like a bit too many weaknesses, I think, to actually be your top tier contender.
Hey man, any deck that I can have a one card engine in, it will see some success.
Yeah. And I mean, you mentioned Abyss as well. I'm trying out Abyss as we speak. So yesterday I tried it out. Going to continue probably today and maybe tomorrow, depends. But at first when I read the cards, I was like, this doesn't really seem too great. But
it's just chaos fodder.
Yeah, chaos. I tried it out with Thunder first, but I was like, you're probably just better off playing regular Thunder, right? But then I started to try out the Lair of Darkness with Diablos, because Diablos get special summoned when they're attributed, and there's Lilith and the trap cards, the virus, and you can reborn their level 8s from the graveyard basically for free every turn, and you tribute and again go for Diablos and Levianeer. So there is like a lot of potential in that potential hybrid. And I feel that's much better compared to the, let's say, like a Chaos hybrid with like maybe Chaos, Thunder, Chaos Valkyrie, the Chaos Creator. But
I think in like terms of like even like a pure variant, you have double Searcher, because you have King of the Feral Imps and you have the Reptilian Hydro Link monster, right?
Yeah, correct.
So like that is interesting enough to note that Reptiles do have that much searchability already out of the gate.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have like two very strong starters. Obviously, there's Snake Rain, which is like the future fusion, and that obviously sets up your entire grave for basically, well, not a one-card combo, but you need to discard one card, but you can pump out some like free level 8s and fodder during your opponent's turn to play, like Free Titanic Galaxy, the trap card to reborn something from your opponent's graveyard. The deck also has like a one-card starter that I forgot its name, like discards to Foolish Burial something. It's basically like a free level 4 from the graveyard also, and that, as you said, makes King of the Feral Imps to get your plays go through. Again, set up your graveyards for more Jarks, more lights. So there is potential, but it obviously needs more to be like a solid contender. But the start is there, and that's something that I didn't think of when I first read the cards yesterday morning, my time. Yeah.
That's something that Yu-Gi-Oh's been doing a lot lately. They'll put the basic structure in the packs, and they'll kind of add on to it, like the whole Kishi Kill archetype and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes there are exceptions when you're thinking like, oh, okay, this is a good start, and then in the next set, the archetype is like vanished. It won't get any new support, or maybe the other way around. It's like the TCG is getting a couple of releases, and it stops, and then a year later, the OCG gets like a broken exclusive or whatever.
Well, that's the way it works every time. Yeah. The OC. That's what I'm. Speaking of broken archetypes, can we just give War Rocks to the OCG so they can just give us some broken support?
Yeah, War Rocks. I was excited when I read them. I was like, oh, okay, what does this do? And I eventually tried it out, but it just wasn't working out. It needs more, and who knows? I mean, in the next set they might get like a couple of like really ridiculous cards, but for now it needs more to be viable.
They can dedicate that resources to mutants and make mutants better. We have a better chance with them than War Rocks.
Right? Yeah, revealed last set, but now no cards, right? I mean, past sets.
What's mutants?
Yeah, that's one of those examples. Yeah.
Can you see the mutant player in the rogue side of the room? I can't.
I haven't seen it yet online or any deck lists.
Someday. Yeah. All right. So, final thoughts for the video. So, are you happy with the way that the game is going progressively right now?
Yeah. I mean, is it like a year now that we have remote tools? And I believe like everyone who when we first heard about remote tools were like, that's like strange. But now that you actually tried it out and you actually did it, and you're like watching like locals and tournaments using remote tools from like 50, 60 players and more to actually do that, you're kind of grown upon the idea that it's actually quite cool, especially for now. Otherwise, it's like nothing, right?
At least we have It's official, and Konami is supporting it with playmats, which has made the community massively excited.
Exactly, and I mean, obviously, but I think we're looking forward to a time where, like there's no COVID, we can go to regionals, we can go to locals, go to ICSs, play in real life, and go from there. But the way the game is now, I think it's much better than last year when it, like online format, and there were 2 decks, and it was basically Helki Fibrex combo chats, like that BS. But
the format's also slowed down a lot too, which has been very nice.
And of course,
like virtual. Yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah, and of course a lot of decks, right? I mean, some people like really want to play in like tier 0 formats, when it's maybe like 1 or 2 decks.
Those guys are crazy.
That's like top tier, but yeah. And but I think more players will just like the format how it is now, like more decks to give you the chance or the opportunity to
Rogue.
And maybe
Rogue has never been at a higher place than it's been in a long time. Like you can pick like 9-10 decks right now and do somewhat decent, like tier 2.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, let's say if there is no ban list, and let's say if like regionals are starting up again within the next couple of months, probably not, but a YCS, would we get the same results? And that's something that I'm looking forward to. Like, do we get the same results, or is it going to be like all virtual world or all Triton? Because again, it's maybe an important regionals or nationals or YCS. But yeah, that's something we probably won't know.
Someday. Yeah. Make me sad, Lithium. I miss those days.
It's a couple of months, so hopefully maybe like August, September, hopefully we can start up again. Yeah.
I like the optimism. I do. Alright, guys. This is just our short little sit down with Lithium. I wanted to poke him a little bit, talk about the format. Thank you for being here, Lithium. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. No problem.
Alright, guys. Hopefully, we'll get to see some more cool stuff from Lithium in the future here. I did enjoy it. Thank you, Lithium, for being here. And, yeah. Alright, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, Lithium.
Cheers. Yeah.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.